Good evening, and welcome to Valparaiso First United Methodist Church. I'm Wayne Carr, a member here, and we're delighted to have you here on this very special event. You've undoubtedly heard the old adage, while the cat's away, the mice will play. Our senior pastor, Kevin Miller, is a recipient of a pastor renewal grant offered through the Lilly Foundation. The grant is providing him an extended time away from his duties at our church and allowing opportunities for reflection, relaxation, and rest. The grant also provides funds for the church's congregation to enjoy special fellowship opportunities while Pastor Kevin is away. That's right. Thank you. The first of these special events was held at the end of April when 150 people gathered here and packed 4,000 bags filled with rice-based nutrition that, when water is added, become meals for 24,000 people in Ukraine. The third event will be an all-church picnic in July. Now, the second planned event unfolds this evening with grant funds bolstered with additional funding from our own Unity and Diversity Fund. You heard me say that while the cat's away, the mice will play. Well, we're changing the words just a little bit because we have a cool cat who will play for us while Pastor Kevin is away. Some of you were here several years ago when recording artist and songwriter Ken Medema thrilled an audience with a concert in this church. It is not hyperbole to say that he is back by popular demand. Come on. Yes, Ken Medema has entertained audiences for more than 4 decades with his music and inspirational storytelling. He has recorded more than 40 albums and has performed in 49 states and 15 foreign countries. As he describes his career, he says he started banging on his mother's piano when he was 5 years old, making up little fantasies as he did. Later, his piano teacher encouraged him to improvise musically as he began to develop a style that makes his concerts unique and one of a kind in design and improvising to make a very special event. He's a native of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and once worked in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Although he and his wife live in California, I think it's safe to say that his roots are close enough to this area to say, welcome home, Ken Medema. It is an honor and privilege to have you with us again.
Thank you.
And to those of you in the audience, we invite you to join us here again tomorrow for a 10 a.m. church service when Ken is our featured guest. And the choir will be singing one of the songs he has composed, and Ken will be accompanist. Now, sit back and enjoy the talents of pianist, vocalist, composer, and storyteller, Ken Medema.
Of all the introductions I've ever had in my whole life, that was the most recent. And when my days grow tedious and my nights grow cold, I will sing, hallelujah, I will sing. When my mind grows weary and my body grows old, I will sing, hallelujah, I will sing. I will sing, I will sing. Like a bird upon the wing, I will keep on singing till my story's told. I will sing, hallelujah, I will sing. In the day danger and the time of war. I will sing, hallelujah, I will sing. When the sky breaks open and the hate guns roar, I will sing, hallelujah, I will sing. I will sing until death has lost its sting. I will keep on singing till we fight no more. I will sing, hallelujah, I will sing. Make up a song, said my mama long ago, when you walk in the bright morning sun. Make up a song, said a hunger in my soul, when you listen to the Grand River run. Make up a song, when you mess up somehow and you can't change the harm you've done. Make up a song, oh, put it all out there and sing. Make up a song when you're 13 years old and you've just met the girl of your dreams. Make up a song when your teenage daughter is falling apart at the seams. Make up a song when you watch politicians raping the poor with their schemes. Make up a song, yeah, put it all out there and sing. Sing right out loud when you're laughing. Sing through your tears when you're crying. Sing on the ground when you're crawling. Sing in the sky when you're flying. Sing in the days of your living. Make up a song for the night of your dying. Make up a song, oh, put it all out there and sing. Let the song go on and on, through the night until the dawn. Sing your joys and your tears and your hopes and your fears. Let the song go on and on. Let the music never end, until strangers turn to friends. From birth until death and with every last breath, let the song go on and on and on and on. Ooh, yeah. Up a song when you realize at last yesterday's church won't survive. Make up a song when you wake up one morning and you're glad that you're simply alive. Make up a song when you made it through the rain and you're watching your grandchildren thrive. Make up a song, oh, put it all out there and sing. Make up a song for the friends and companions who are standing right here by your side. Make up a song for the questions not answered, for the things that you have not yet tried. Make up a song because the audience waits to be taken on a musical ride. Make up a song, oh, put it all out there and sing. Sing right out loud when you're laughing. Sing through your tears when you're crying. Sing on the ground when you're crawling. Sing in the sky when you're flying. Sing in the days of your living. Make up a song for the night of your dying. Make up a song, oh, put it all out there and sing. So let the music never end until strangers turn to friends. From birth until death and with every last breath, let the music never end. Let the song go on and on through the night until the dawn. Sing your joys and your tears and your hopes and your fears. Let the song go on and on. Let the song go on and on. Let the song go on and on and on. The song go on and on and on. Sing, 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 sing. There is a song in the world, in a broken world, it's a song of mending. In a world full of fear, it's a song of fearless faith. In a world full of hate, it's a love song. You are its performers, its singers, its conductors, its producers, because you see, you are the song. Some of you are denominationally connected, and you go to a particular church. Some of you are not. Some of you may be active in a community of faith. Some of you may not. But everybody in this room, all of you, all of us, are a part of this love song that sings into a world that is broken and fearful and angry and hateful. A world where human beings are committing the racist suicide and doing their best to rape the world. You are a song of abundant life. You make the song. The song is alive everywhere. Oh, the song is alive everywhere. And you are the ones who get to give the pitch. 'Cause the song is alive everywhere. Oh, the song is a garden full of flowers. Oh, the song is a garden full of flowers. And you are the ones who get to tend the soil. But the song is a garden full of flowers. Oh, the song is a bright, clear morning sun. Yes, the song is a bright, clear morning sun. And you are the ones who get to lift the shades. To see the song is a bright, clear morning sun. A song is a city on a hill. Yes, the song is a city on a hill. You are the ones who get to light the night. For the song is a city on a hill. Oh, the song is a road that leads back home. Yes, the song is a road that leads back home. And you are the ones who get to raise the sign. The song is a road that leads back home. You are the ones who get to raise the sign, who get to light the night, who get to lift the shades, who get to tend the soil, who get to give the pitch. Because the song is alive everywhere. Tonight, this afternoon, what I'd like to do is tell you some stories and sing you some songs about church. Because we're in a church, we're part of a church. Now, some of you are members of a church, some of you are not. But I bet you everybody in this room is a part of church, is a part of the good news that the human race is beloved of God, and that we can love each other and know each other and change each other, and that we can do good stuff in the world. We are bound together and finely woven with love. Let me show you how that song goes. It's a simple chorus. Well, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Simple, huh? You can sing it with me. I'll do it one more time. Bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Sing it with me. Here we go. Well, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. On your feet and here we go! Well, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Sing it one more time. Well, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. And we will sing and dance in a joyful morning now. Sing and dance for the joy of morning. Sing and dance, gather everybody around. Sing and dance, let your music fill this weary town. Oh, well, we are bound together, finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Oh, wait a minute. The next verse of the song was intended to accompany the universal hello nod. So what I'd like you to do is look around the room, find somebody, give them a hello nod and a wink, and nod to as many people as you possibly can. 1, 2, here we go. And bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Well, we will sing and dance in the city streets. Sing and dance, make the night grow sweeter. Sing and dance, gather everybody around. Sing and dance, let your music fill this weary town. Oh, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with. Oh, wait a minute! Whoa, 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 whoa. The next verse was intended to accompany the worldwide wave-a-thon. Okay, so you're going to wave to as many people as you can. Okay, give them a nice wave. 1, 2, wave and wave! Bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Sing and dance in the city streets. Sing and dance, make the night grow sweeter. Sing and dance, gather everybody around. Sing and dance, let your music fill this weary town. One more time. Well, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Finely woven with love. You are a song. You are a cup of wine in a world that has gone dry, in a world that feels like a hot desert sand, in a world where civility seems to have left the planet. You are a cup of the wine of sweet communion, the wine of home and place, the wine of love and laughter, the wine of gift and grace. That's who you are. As I look around me, clearly I can see life does not begin to be what life was meant to be. Days that once were a miracle now have lost their shine. All is dry and thirsty since the feast is out of wine. Riches all around us, possessions piled high, symbols of our striving rising high into the sky. Frantically we're searching for what we cannot find. And all is dry and thirsty since the feast is out of wine, out of wine. Wine of sweet communion, wine of home and place, wine of love and laughter, wine of gift and grace. Love whose blood was freely shed, a new life to release. Grant to us the gift of wine, till all our thirsting cease. See the walls are rising. See the wars go on. The wealthy rich by treachery. All hope for peace is gone. Brothers kill one another for rewards they'll never find. And our hearts have turned to hubris since the feast is out of wine. Now my thoughts turn inward. Clearly I can see. My heart is like a desert. There's a mighty thirst in me. Days that once were miracles now have lost their shine. And all I taste is desert since my soul is out of wine. Wine of sweet communion, wine of home and place, wine of love and laughter, wine of gift and grace. Love whose blood was freely shed, a new life to release. Grant to us the gift of wine, till all our thirstings cease. So you are a love song in a love-starved world. And you are a cup of wine in a dry desert place. You are the instructors in the dance. I'll tell you a story, and you can figure out what it means for you. In 1976, I was invited to be a guest for Missions Sunday at a very large Presbyterian church in a neighboring state. Now, I won't name it because some of you may have friends there. We'll just call it the Frigidaire Presbyterian Church. And I was invited there to be a guest on Missions Sunday. Now, those of you who have a mission sort of heart for mission, this was the biggest Sunday of the year. It was bigger than Christmas. It was bigger than Easter. It was bigger than Pentecost because on this day we raised quadrillions of dollars for missions. And so I was to be the guest soloist on this. And this is a very, very classical church. You know, everything was pipe organ and Baroque music and whatever. So I was invited to be the guest soloist. So I wrote a piece to sing at the Sunday morning service, and the piece went like this. Let all the music ring. Let all the people sing. From every corner of the earth, proclaim the gospel of new birth. Let all the music ring. That was what I fully intended to sing until the Saturday night before. I had gotten into town a day early and found out that the youth of the church were going to have a party in my honor. And because I went to high school in the late 50s and early 60s, they decided to make it a sock hop. And they had brought in a jukebox from 1959 with all of my favorite songs. You know, I had a girl, Donna was her name, shooby-doo-wah. Since she left me, I've never been the same. Or this one, dream, 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 help me dream. When I want you, here we go. When I want you in the night, And I need you to hold me tight. Come on. To hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Let's go right to the good part. I can make you mine. Taste your lips of grape juice for the Baptists among us, okay? Here we go. I can make you mine. Taste your lips of wine anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, help me. Yeah, I'm dreaming my life away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want you so that I could die. That I could die. I need you so, and that is why. And that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. They also had my very favorite song in high school on that jukebox. My favorite song, and the one that most accurately described my love life, was... Since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of a lonely street called... Oh, baby, you'll be so lonely, baby. You'll be so lonely. You'll be so lonely, you're gonna die. So, I walk into this party, which is in a lovely recreation room of a brilliant, huge southern mansion. And there's about 100 kids, high school kids at this party. And the music is going full blast, and they're all dancing, right? I never learned to dance. I went to a non-dancing Dutch Christian Reformed high school where we didn't have a senior prom. We had a senior banquet in the church basement. It was an interesting time. Our school, we didn't have a dance. We didn't have any of that. It was a sort of a no fun existence. You weren't supposed to enjoy anything really. And so here I am at this party, and you'd think all the kids would be coming up to me like, "Hey, Mr. Ken, good to see you, right? We're so glad you're at our church." No, not one except a 14-year-old girl who was the outcast. You'll know what I mean when I say this was a Saks Fifth Avenue church, and she dressed in Salvation Army. You see what I mean? Are you with me? Okay. So she comes up to me. "Mr. Ken, will you dance with me?" What do I say? So I told her the whole story about my non-dancing Christian Reformed high school, that we didn't have a prom, and I told her all about the banquet for the church in the church basement. I told her all about that I'd never learned to dance. I said, "But don't give up on me because I've got a dance teacher now, and I can do one dance step. I can go." And she said, "You'll dance with me then." I said, No. I'm not going out there. She said, "Yes, you will." I said, "No, I won't." She said, I said, "No, I won't." And then she said the magic words. Then she said, "Wait, no." She said, "I'll show you. I'll show you." And then she took me out on the dance floor kicking and screaming, "I can't do this." I stepped on her feet. I stepped on my feet. I knocked over 5 kids, 3 lamps, and a statue. But I had a wonderful, wonderful time. And when I got back to my hotel, I was like, "Well, you can knock me down, step in my face, slander my name all over the place, but please stay off of my blue suede shoes." Yeah, I don't know what the people downstairs thought, but I was having a really nice time. and when I finally tried to get to sleep, I couldn't sleep. And so I did what I always do. I mean, look, I knew exactly that night how Liza Doolittle must have felt. Do you remember? I could have, help me if you know it, danced all night. I could have danced all night and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I'd never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting. Why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me. I could have danced, danced, danced. Oh no! So I did what I always do when I can't sleep. I wrote a song and decided to sing it the next day at church. So people are all ready for Let All the Music Ring. And we got there late, and we got there for the last few notes of the organ prelude. And that's a happy one. So the people didn't hear, Let all the music ring. What they heard sounded more like this. She asked me to dance, and I'd never tried dancing before. Minister, what is he doing up there? I had visions of everyone laughing me right off the floor. Music director, take his mic away now. No, I protested. It just wouldn't be any good. She gently insisted. Finally, I told her I would. Well, it was unforgettable. She was a fresh breath of spring on my cold winter's day. Unforgettable. She taught this singer to sing in a whole new way. My Lord asked me to dance, and I never tried dancing before. I had visions of saints and angels laughing me right off the floor. No, I protested. It just wouldn't be any good. He gently insisted. Finally, I told him I would. Well, it was unforgettable. Here was the coming of spring on my cold winter's day. Unforgettable. He taught this singer to sing in a whole new way. Coming of spring on a cold winter's day taught me to sing in a brand new way. You are a love song. You are a cup of wine. You are the teachers of the dance. In a world that's forgotten the dance of grace and fellowship and camaraderie and friendship and respect and loyalty, you are the teachers of that dance. You're also a hot cup of coffee. My friend was a new professor at a seminary. It was a Monday morning. It was his first Monday morning to be teaching his course on preaching. And he was sitting in his office. My friend is a shy sort of a person. He was sitting in his office doing his lesson plans. And there's a 10 o'clock break every morning at the seminary where students and faculty have a chance to sort of schmooze and hang out with each other and drink coffee and whatever. And so my friend is sitting in his office, and there comes a knock on the door. My friend opens the door, and it's Jim, the professor across the hall. Hey, would you like to have a cup of coffee? We have a cup of coffee at 10 o'clock every day, and I wondered if you'd like to have a cup of coffee. No, Jim, I don't drink coffee, and I got lesson plans to do, and I'm really sorry, but maybe another day. So the door is closed. Monday proceeds with a certain degree of equanimity. Tuesday morning comes 10 o'clock. Knock on the door. My friend opens the door. Well, how about a cup of coffee today? You couldn't come yesterday. Well, Jim, I have phone calls to make, and I just don't drink coffee, and I don't think I could, thank you. This goes on for several weeks. On the Monday, I think it was week 6 maybe, on the Monday, 10 o'clock, my friend opens the door. All right, I'll give you 10 minutes. So they go to the little sort of communal coffee place. They pour cups of coffee. And 7 hours later, when they have both skipped all their classes, can you imagine if you're one of their students? Hey, look, your professor and mine are sitting there drinking coffee. If they're not going to class, heck, I'm not going either, right? A year later, when Jim was on his deathbed with cancer, my friend came up to him and said, if you had not been knocking and nagging, I would have missed the best friendship I ever had. You are that warm cup of coffee that brings people together who normally wouldn't come together because they have too much to do. They have too many plans. They're too busy. And you find a way of bringing folks together around the table for a hot cup of coffee or cider or glass of water or sandwich or whatever it be, piece of cake. But you are that joining place where folks come together who don't know each other and become friends. Well, come on, old friend, it's coffee time again. While the world is rushing to its judgment day. We'll take some time and we'll try to find the rhyme. And if it gets too hard, we'll laugh the time away. Well, I know you say you're busy, but the pace can make you dizzy. and your heart attack is just around the bend, around the bend. Come and leave it all behind you, 'cause the craziness can blind you. And besides all that, I really need a friend. There'll be time enough to fight the windmills and all the battles that never seem to end. So from now till 1:15, it's a cup of love and laughter. So come on, old friend, it's coffee time again. And there'll be time enough to fight the windmills and all the battles that never seem to end. So from now till 1:15, or from now till 20 after, or from now till 30 after, 40 after, 50 after, or from now till ever after, it's a cup of love and laughter. So come on, old friend, it's coffee time again. Now, we have come to what is always my very, very, very favorite part of the show. This is the part where you get to help make up the songs. And here's the way it's going to go. We will have 2 microphones at the front of each aisle. And in a minute, you're going to get up to go to one of those microphones. And you're going to tell us a story about a time when you knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that you were loved. And for some of us, those times have been very regular. We learn day after day, week after week that we've been loved. For some of us, it's been a long time since we knew for sure that we were loved. But maybe it was your childhood. Maybe it was in your mama's arms. Or maybe it was that first crush that you had. You knew somebody loved you. Or maybe it was just yesterday. But anyway, a story about a time when you knew you were loved. And then what's going to happen, I will do my best to make up a song based on your story. And then at the end, we have a very, very, very special love story. But more about that in a minute. So the way it's going to go, when you stand up to go to that mic, we're going to clap for you like you're a big star, like you're the king or queen of all storytellers. And you'll go up to that mic and tell us a story about a time you knew you were loved, and then you'll get your own song. So let me start it like this. Let's see. Let's do... Fly with me on the wings of a story. Take me to someplace you know. Run with me down the roads you have traveled. I want to follow where you choose to go. Sail with me down the rivers of your memory. We'll sail together, 'cause there's so much to see. Fly with me on the wings of a story. Time's all we need, my friend. Come story with me. So, who's going to be brave and be my first storyteller? If you'll stand up, we'll clap for you as you go to the microphone. Who'll be first? Who will be first? Got lots of stories in this room. Who'll go? Who'll go? All right. We have a taker.
Oops. Ken Medema. I am Linda Goebel, and I don't expect you to remember me, but I sure remember you. I've sung your song in this church until I left here in 1985. But the first time I heard you was at Valparaiso High School with my husband. And I was doubting as a young mom. And I didn't know you were nearly as old as I am. I'm 80, and I can't believe you look so good. But you sang Straight Street about Ananias and Saul, and that was beautiful. And then we heard you again at the Valparaiso University Chapel, and you just came booming down the aisle. And Lynn Raber taught us your songs in the contemporary choir here. And I love you, and thank you so much for coming.
So how am I supposed to sing about that? Sometimes it's the strangest things that make us know. Sometimes it's the strangest things that make us glow. Sometimes it's the strangest things that make us go to the place where we know that we are loved. My husband and I have sat together. There have been times of doubt and regret, but there was a song in the air. There was a song that I will not forget. The guy came booming down the aisle. And the song made me smile. That was a song that I'll never forget. That was a song. That was a moment. One of the best ones yet. Now, I may be the singer up here at this piano, but everybody in this room, whether you have a voice or not, it really does not matter. You're a song of bright sunshine in a world of clouds and gloom. So sing, don't be afraid, in whatever manner you do your song. With your hands, with your feet, with your voice, with your mind, with your heart, and with your brain. Keep on singing until all around you sing along. Yes. Who's got another story about a time you knew you were loved? Who's going to go? All right.
Ken, this is a story about me, but it's also a story about you. A number of years ago, I was sent over to a little country church over in the next county east of us here to be their pastor. And I hadn't been there terribly long, and I had written a sermon for that Sunday, and for some reason, I don't remember why, Sandy and I had to go to Indianapolis on Saturday the day before. And on the way back, Sandy stuck a Ken Medema CD in the car player.
Oops.
And as it happened, that particular song, I don't remember what it was, I don't remember what I was preaching about, was perfect for matching up to my sermon the next day. Well, there was a little old lady in that church by the name of Dorothy Buck. And everybody told me when I got there, oh, be careful of Dorothy Buck. She's going to be trouble. So on Sunday morning, I gave the CD to our video and audio guy and asked him to play that for the offertory right after the sermon. So I preached the sermon. He played your song afterwards. And at the end of the service, that was for the offertory, for the end of the service, Dorothy comes up to me and she says, I hated that song. In fact, I didn't even put any money in the offering plate. Now, I loved Dorothy Buck because you always knew exactly where you stood with Dorothy Buck. She'd never stab you in the back. She might stab you in the front, but she'd never stab you in the back. So let's see what you can do with that.
I'm all excited. Gonna be a beautiful day. Got a song to match my sermon on the way. I'll preach and you sing. A duet we will do. And everybody be pleased and happy for me and you. I preached the sermon, and you sang your song. Smiles on so many faces, I thought I could not do wrong. End of the service, and here she comes. She's got that look on that face of hers. I know I wanna be rushing home. I hate that song. I hate that song. Didn't put money in the offering plate. Didn't want to listen. Didn't want to wait because I hate that song. Yes, I hate that song. But I'll be back next week. And I may not like what you say or what the guy sings, but I'm committed to this church. So I'll be back next week, even if I hate that song. Who's got a story for us? The time you knew you were loved. Got a story? We got somebody? All right.
I'm not used to a microphone. Okay. Ken, I met you about 4 years ago in Danville, Illinois, with Jonah Cundiff. I already talked to you about that earlier. And we've had kind of a rough year with our cat being sick. His name was Simon. We had to put him down. And my husband didn't think he wanted another cat, but I did. I needed it for my own comfort.
Yeah.
And we were blessed with a little kitten, 10 weeks old, given to us. His name is Wrigley, and yes, he's after the Cubs, Wrigley Fields. And he's just brought a lot of joy and laughter into our home in just 2 weeks' time that we've had him. We've never had a kitten before, so this is a lot of new experiences for us here. But our boys are raised and everything, so this is like raising a kid all over again. So let's see what you can do with that kid.
It's a love without condition. It's a love without demand. It's a love that wants nothing more than to be here close at hand. If you'll give me basic sustenance, and if you'll give me time with you, I will love without condition, 'cause that's what my kind do. And if I could learn the lesson that my simple kitten will teach, how to love without condition, how to search and how to reach, and even when there's trouble, even when there's pain, how to love without condition, again and yet again. So teach me, little kitten, until I understand, and let love without condition flow from my heart and from my hands. Let me be that kind of lover that makes people around me say, she loves without condition, day after day after day. Oh. One more story, and then a very special love story. One more story. Who's got it? Who'll go? Oh, okay.
I'm Lee Ranger. About 3 weeks ago, my wife and I passed our 69th anniversary.
Wow, congratulations.
We started dating when she was 13 and I was 16. And we were together 4 years before we were married. I don't know how many days that is, but I can tell you that there's not a single day that I don't know that she loves me. I'm so blessed to be able to know that, whether she says it out loud or not, that I wish everyone could have the same feelings.
Oh, my
She
goodness.
is the most wonderful woman I've ever met.
You don't have to say it, for me to know it's true. 69 years and 4 years more, you've lived it through. Every day when I rise from my sleep, I know beyond the shadow of a doubt, the most wonderful woman in all the world loves me, and that's what my life's about. Until my final day, this much I'll know for sure. This amazing woman loves me with a love so pure. And I wish for you this kind of love for years and years and years. And I'll say it once more. Thank you, my love, that your love is always here. Now, yes, 69 years, my word. I've only got 56. I got a ways to go. A very, very, very special love story that's taking place right here. Oh, there are tons of love stories, but this is one that has thrilled me so much. And I'm wanting to call on Don Evans, my wonderful friend. I want Don to come and tell us a little bit about how this love story began, and then to introduce some very, very special folks. Mr. Don, would you make yourself available?
It's good to be back in this space. There was a poet named Muriel Rukeyser who once said, the world is not made up of stories, or atoms, I'm sorry. It's made up of stories. And stories, when combined with music, can be transforming. And we're in the presence of a transformative storyteller. So, this woman to my left, Julie Carter, I worked with in the juvenile court for many years. Got to know her, and she called me a few weeks ago and said, Don, I've been thinking about trying to reach out to the issues that are going on in Ukraine. That led to an ongoing discussion, and by the way, her husband is a Presbyterian minister, not the Frigidaire type. And he's been filling in at a church in Missouri, is it, Julie? So she's been living alone with 5 bedrooms, and she reached out to see what could be done. Got a call, and she said, there's a family of 8, and they may be coming here. Do you have any ideas of how they could be dispersed amongst our community? I didn't have any great revelations. She called me back a little while later and said, they're at the Mexican border. And then she called a little later and said, they're in the country and they need a place to live. And Julie took them into her house, all of them. And it's truly been a love story, obviously extended by her, but it's been a much larger love story in the community, and she can share that story with you. Julie, come on up here.
Don and I did have a lot of good times on the opposite side of the table with DCS, and I missed those, and I had retired thinking I was going to be bored, but that didn't happen. Since I brought this great family into my home, we've had a lot of really, really fantastic things happen. I was thinking tonight when Ken was talking about You Are the Song, and how everyone has been that for this family. Just everywhere they go, people just say, what can we do? And when they first came, people would come to me and say, what can I do? What can I do? Which at first I didn't even know. I was just overwhelmed myself trying to get everyone situated. But this whole community has just reached out in a beautiful way. The other night, I took the 5 older kids, I call them kids because they're kids to me, to a restaurant because they had never been to an American restaurant. And so I said, well, let's go. And we went to the Industrial Revolution restaurant. And they had a really good time. We were waited on by this nice young girl, probably early 20s. And when it came time to ask for the check, she said, no, we all talked about it in the kitchen, and we're going to cover it. We want to pay for the dinner. And of course, we were saying, no, that's okay. And she said, no, we want to do it. And then the cook came out, another young guy, probably mid-20s maybe, and said he was just so honored to be able to make their first meal for them in a restaurant. And was it okay? But it was just so beautiful when you look at them. And I think that's the reason they are the way they are is because they're from this community and because they have so many examples of how to welcome people and to be open to diversity. And so I was really proud as an old mom. I was very proud of these kids. And then the other night, I ordered Mexican food. I really don't eat out all the time, but I'd forgotten to take some meat out of the freezer. And Maria opened her fortune cookie, and it said, there's more to come. And all I could think was, welcome to Valparaiso, because it's just been beautiful ever since they've been here. And I'm sure they would tell you the same thing. They tell me every day that everyone's been so loving, and they just can't believe how loving people are and giving. So I appreciate that. And it's been all the churches, the Methodists, the Lutherans, the Catholics, everyone. And people who have called have understood when they kind of need a little bit of space to just kind of let them have their privacy, but still we know that they're there and that people are ready to help in any way. So I just wanted to introduce, I'll start from the littlest one first, Milana. This is Milana. She just turned 8. And you could turn around and wave. Say hi. Say hi. And Makita. And Makita, his parents, we are just, in fact, right before we came here, we were on the immigration website. We're filling out the forms. His parents will be coming in a few weeks and staying with my son and daughter-in-law. So, and Arsene, and next to Arsene is Anastasia, who is engaged to Makita. They are engaged. And Maria and Mikhailo. They're the matriarch and patriarch of the group. Vladislav and Irina. And Vladislav and Irina just got engaged last week. They went to Chicago, and so what a beautiful, beautiful story that they got to hear tonight about what marriage should be. So thank you all, and I'll give it back to you, Don.
We can't add anything other than that, Ken. It's all yours.
I am a stranger here in a strange land. I've left behind me my home and kin. I am an alien, I am unwanted, and there is no one to take me in. Who will befriend me? Who will defend me? Who will extend me an open hand? Who will stand beside me? Who will walk before me? For I'm a stranger here in this land. Down in my homeland, while you are sleeping, the voice of weeping is never still. Down in my village, place of my childhood, the soldier enters to maim and kill. And in my dreaming, I hear the screaming of those who suffer beneath his hand. Who'll stand beside me? Who will walk before me? For I'm a stranger here in this land. Here in your city, I seek my people who know my sorrow, who know my pain, who speak my language, who love my homeland, and from the ashes will build again. My heart is burning, my soul is yearning for my returning to my homeland. Who'll stand beside me? Who'll walk before me? For I'm a stranger here in your land. So, my friends, we have come to the end of this part of the party, and we'll continue it tomorrow morning if you could be here. I would like us to go out of here singing. I'd like us to sing that Bound Together piece that we sang a little while ago. And when we start singing, I'm going to ask Joyce to come and escort me to the back. We're going to leave here singing. There are some CDs at the back. It's our newest CD. It's called Nothing Like the Rain. It has the Gift of Wine song on it. It has the Make Up a Song, which I sang at the beginning. It's a really fun collection. My Beverly, who is my manager, and sound tech, who's up in the sound booth. Beverly's husband, Dave, is a bit of a curmudgeon about music. And he gets tired of music really easily. But he has not tired of this album in 5 years. So it must be better than I think. No. Anyway, so those are available, and I'll be hanging back there to meet folks. It has been such a great pleasure to be in this space with these people, and we're going to sing Bound Together. Well, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Oh yeah, keep on singing, keep on singing. Well, we are bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven. We're bound together and finely woven with love. Oh yeah, sing it one more time now. Bound together and finely woven.
God gives resilience, and God is never late.